Oh no, why is Bitcoin crashing today? What is going on? I mean, look at this. We were looking so good. We were partying. We were getting ready to celebrate last night. Now look at where we are down here. I got news for you guys today, and it's good news. It's probably something you haven't thought about before. I want you to remember that Bitcoin is trading at just under 50K. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But first, isn't this interesting, guys? A lot of these cryptos with good utility, I talked about Phantom in my last video, are not dropping. Now, why would this possibly be? I mean, we already know why it is, right? Because the market is trying to decouple from Bitcoin, and cryptos with good utility are trying to stay strong. I have to laugh about Hedera Hashgraph. I mean, it's just like a stable coin now, like XRP. A lot of the influencers talk about Hedera like it's the greatest thing, but I mean, we got to look at the cryptos that are actually doing something, not just have all the hype. And who would want HBAR anyway? I mean, it's basically a corporate conglomerate. The whole purpose of crypto is to decentralize. This is an interesting Twitter post. This guy figured out a way to tell when to buy and sell his crypto based on the fear and greed index, which a lot of you guys have probably heard about. This is the market sentiment. Like, is everybody afraid and panic selling, or is everybody euphoric? This guy actually made this chart that shows that when he bought and sold, just based on that one indicator, he's had a lot of success. So pause to read this. I think it's very cool. Might be a strategy worth considering. Okay, I'm going to show you guys something that no one else knows how to even look up, all of these wannabe influencers. You guys see this? This is Bitcoin options. Now, you can buy call options. It's kind of beyond the scope of this video, but options trading has a lot of impact on the price of Bitcoin. This time, it's a big deal. The options expire at the end of every month. You can see this one expires at the end of December, but this is bigger than normal. The $50,000 strike price Bitcoin call option has a whopping $73,000 open interest. Just think of that as how many people bought this option. Now, in a minute, you're going to see why this made Bitcoin crash, but why we're going to be back on track for 2022. Okay, so there's 73,000 of these outstanding. You can see if we look down here at January, there are hardly any. The highest that we have is about 5,000. So what is going on? Well, everybody made their bet for the end of the year. They thought, well, we're just going to bet on December 31st. So they made these big bets here, December 31st, 73,000 outstanding options. Now, what this means here is that if Bitcoin closes above $50,000, institutions and exchanges are going to lose a lot of money. So we already know that these institutions and exchanges manipulate the market to protect themselves from this happening. Well, it's happening a lot more now this month compared to normal because there's so much interest in this particular option. So this is why we have a big crash happening right now, and why I also think that next year we're going to be back on track because all these long options are going to be flushed out. Speaking of 2022, this guy posted this 3 years ago, and actually everything he said basically has come true so far. This yellow area is the area that had not happened when he made his post. You can see this was the end of 2018, and he nailed the price where we are right now, about $50,000 Bitcoin. Now check this out, guys. He says that by the end of 2022, if you follow this curve up here a little bit, we are going to be at about $300,000 Bitcoin. Now, I know people are going to say, oh, that's just hopium. That could never happen. Like, what about Plan B? They were wrong. Well, think about this, guys. Just listen for a second. It is true that these predictions sometimes don't come into play, but the one thing I like about his prediction is that he has these lengthening cycles here. You can see the very first Bitcoin cycle, 2010 to 2012 approximately, was very short. The next peak to peak was a little bit longer. The next one was a little bit longer. And if you extrapolate that distance out of how much it is growing each time, this chart kind of makes sense to me. I gotta say, it kind of makes more sense than the Plan B chart. So what do you guys think? Please like, comment, share on this video. Just tell me what you guys think about this, because I think this actually has something to it. And look at what he says at the end here. He says, you don't have enough crypto for what will happen in 2022, meaning 2022 is going to be an extremely bullish year. We're going to close out this video with one more piece of news from Lossless. You guys know that I love Lossless. I am invested in it, but I'm not paid by them, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so look, another big project is actually using Lossless protocol. They just literally tweeted this December 28th. Basically, they're integrating the Lossless code into their project, this Lovelace Metaverse as a service that has 85,000 followers on Twitter. Just wanted to keep you guys updated with that. That's going to do it for today, guys. Please subscribe to the channel, share this with somebody. I have 170,000 followers on TikTok, but I am brand new to YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Take care.